both sides, and the stitch count matches up at the front and the back, but we're still going to have to continue doing increases for the back V till the stitch count reaches 92 all the way around. But also, turns out I will have to be starting this out where we join the front, but on the back one here, so on this side. So we will cut this yarn that we've done on this one that we just completed. I hope this is making sense. Sometimes I can't really articulate myself very well. Okay, and then we sort of tie it off. So to tie it off, we just, see, I'll cut off the yarn, and then just pull that through that loop like that to tie it off like that. Okay, and then we're going to turn this over and put it on this side in preparation, and we're going to rejoin our yarn to this side. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do here? Now then, so I've got my yarn. Here's the yarn that we trimmed off on this side, but we're going to join it. And to do that, I kind of want to make the join as invisible as possible, and also sort of wasting as little yarn as possible as well. So you do one of those, I think they're called magic knots, where you tie one side of the yarn to the other side like this, making the tail very, very small, and then you get the other side and tie it to the other side like this. It's like one of those necklaces that you can readjust the size of just by pulling it in, in different ways. And then you just go like this, and that creates a very tight knot, which is really good, and it sort of minimizes yarn wastage, which I love. Alright, now to begin this round, and for joining the front V, we're starting at the back obviously, and then what we do is obviously we chain up one and we turn, so I guess it's going to be inside out like this. There you go, and maybe this side as well, it's going to be inside out. I'm sorry if this is confusing, I hope for it to make sense. Anyway, so we've turned it, and we're just going to be starting our round again. And let's have a look. Is this an increase row? Yeah, no, this is not an increase row. This is, so for the back, this is a row without increase, because the previous row had increase. So do double crochets up until you reach the V at the front, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so I've reached the front and the end of that V on this side, or the bottom of the V on this side. So this is the V at the front. Now I've angled the camera down a little bit so you can hopefully see a bit better. Now I've lined it up so that both sides are matching up. Now all we do is we put a double crochet into the last stitch just on the end of that other side, just to join, like really, really simple, just like that, as you can see. Hang on, I want to make that a little tighter. Try and get it as neat and as tight as you possibly can. So just like that, just joining with a double crochet and just continuing on along to the end, like this. I honestly don't know what that sound is. I think they're doing something upstairs, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm never really sure what it is. Anyway, yep, like I said, to the end. Kind of sounds like they're moving furniture. To the end, and like I said, this is not an increase row, round row. So at the end of this, it will just be no increase. Then you will chain up 2, and because this is obviously for the back, you're increasing every second row, so the next row will be increase on either end, and then you're going to continue increasing the V at the back, like I said, until this stitch count reaches 90, or to whatever it will add up to, depending on how many stitches were in each half of the front V. Do you know what I mean? Because there were 23 stitches on either side of the front of mine, equaling 46. So 46 plus 46, which is going to be 92. I really hope that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining this properly. Yeah, so like I said, continue that until the stitch count reaches 92. I'm going to meet back up with you then anyway, and just show you how to join it. Okay, yeah, see you soon. Alright, now that my stitch count has reached 92, I'm going to join the V at the back. And to do that, we're just going to slip stitch into the stitch at the other end of the row. So see, you're folding it in half like this, and focusing the camera, just slip stitching into that stitch right on the end, at the other end, just there. So slip stitch just like that to join, and there you've joined. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to be chaining up 2, so 1, 2, and then we're going to turn the work. And the reason we do this is so that, 1, the seam doesn't drift to the side at the back, and also it keeps the continuity, the back and forth pattern continuity thing going. So what we do is we double crochet, not into the stitch directly beneath that chain 2 just there. So see, not into that stitch just there, but into the next stitch along. Just like that. And the reason we do that is because our very last stitch when we get to the end of the round is going to be into that slip stitch, the stitch we slipped into just there. And then once you've done that, once you've reached the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2, chain up another 2, and turn the work. And you're just going to continue doing that until your sweater reaches a desired length. And once we've done that, once we've crocheted to a desired length, we're going to meet back up and we're going to talk about how to do the arms. Alright, see you soon. Okay, I'm going to get started working on the arms. I haven't completed the body yet because I'm not quite sure how much yarn I have left to work with. And I just want to make sure I get the arms done before I complete the rest of the body. Alright, so what we do is we go back to where we joined 2 of the increased sections, and we put our hook back through those increased sections. Also, actually I've got to turn this inside out. Also, to maintain the continuity of the pattern, like we've been doing for the body, you want to make sure that you're crocheting with the non-braided side towards you. So you can see here there's the braided side on the inside, but then on the outside facing towards you there's that non-braided side. So you want to make sure that's facing you. Alright, so like I said, finding the 2 increased sections that you crochet together, you put your hook back through, and then grabbing your fresh piece of yarn, going to make another slip knot, make a slip knot, and adjust that knot to the hook. Don't pull it too tight because you kind of want it to wrap around those increased sections, so sort of not too tight, like that. Then pull that through those increased sections, and straight from there chain up 2, 1, 2, just like that. And then moving straight on to the next stitch along on the arm, you just put in a double crochet, and then double crochets all the way around, and when you get to the end, slip stitch into the top of the chain 2, top of the chain 2, so that one's there, just into the top there. You're going to chain up 2, and then you're going to turn the work and go back in the other direction with the double crochets, slip stitch into the top of the chain 2, chain up 2, turn the work, and just continue doing that like you've been doing the body. And really that's all it is until you've completed the arm, till it's the desired length that you want, and then yes, and then we'll be finished. I may or may not, no, I think I actually might do a ribbed hem for this sweater, but I'm not going to add this, I'm not going to put that in this tutorial. I actually have another video where I just do the hem, where I just show you how to do the hem, so if you'd like to watch that, you're more than welcome. But yeah, a hem for this particular garment is not essential, but if you want to do it, you can do it. Yeah, I just don't want to make this tutorial too long. Okay, having said that, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to go away. I'm going to finish the arms. I'm going to complete work on the body. And once I've done that, we're going to be finished. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Alright, here it is, all finished. Yeah. This is almost a design fail, but saved it with some tassels, so that's, you know, that's a good thing. Mostly just because it got too heavy when I started doing the arms, or when I did the arms, and then it just wouldn't stay on my shoulders because of, you know, obviously because of the V's on both sides. I don't know. I thought in theory it would work, but, you know, I'm not an engineer. Anyway, yeah, so, I don't know. Something to work on, you know. Anyway, aside from that, it doesn't matter. I think it looks cute either way. I think it looks nice the way it is. Yeah, the V in the back. So I'll just quickly show you that. Here it is. And that's what that looks like. Yes, and it's very nice. I think maybe if I was going to do this design again, I wouldn't do the V at the front. I'd just do the V at the back, and then possibly it would stay on. Again, in theory it should stay on. Anyway, doesn't matter, I like it. So yeah, if you've done this with me, just know that once you crochet in the sleeves, it's not going to stay on the shoulders, so you're going to want to do some tassels. But that's okay, because tassels are cute. And you can either do the tassels at the front, or the tassels at the back, or you can tie the tassels around the back of your neck, and that looks cute too. Whatever works for you. Anyway, yes. So I was able to go out recently, which was excellent, and get some more yarn, some new yarn. I'm very, very excited to be able to do that now. We're all allowed to leave our homes again. That's excellent. So I've done that. Got some awesome new yarns to work with, and I'm not sure if I'll make my new bolero design next, or maybe a dress, because obviously it's getting too hot to be wearing this stuff, and probably a bolero would be too hot as well. Although I do have some sweaters coming up that are pretty exciting. I don't know, see what happens. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you would like to subscribe and you haven't already, that would be amazing. I would love to have you join me. Yeah. And I think I probably said at the beginning, I'll be linking my Patreon in the description below if you would like to donate to my channel. There'll be that. Aside from that, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.